Travis, the artist, also known as Suvo, and he's doing outsider art, and he's going to tell us about it.
Outsider art?
Yes.
Well, it doesn't necessarily mean art outside, even though we are. You want to know what outsider art is?
Yes.
Well, a lot of definitions. Initially, well, frankly, it was art of the mentally unstable, art of the insane, some people call it. Marcel Duchamp used to collect art back in the 40s of people from institutions, but it became, fortunately, more broadly covered. A lot of it was work of recluse, untrained artists not represented by a gallery, generally people who had no interest really in the sale of their art. It had broadened over the years to include categories loosely as folk art, another term is naive art, another term is primitive art, from Grandma Moses to even Basquiat, the modern artist, could be considered outsider artist. Intuitive art. In my case, I like the primitive. I like the flat colors, the bright colors. It has a folkiness about it. In my case, some of my rules are that it's quick. When I say intuitive, it's quick art. If you give a lot of thought to your art, this sounds a little strange. If you spend so much time on it, getting into detail, you've defeated the purpose. You're working too much. It's becoming too precious. Oh, I don't know. There's some examples of artists who will do that. But right now, not too far from here, there's a show of the Reverend Howard Finster. He used a lot of religious imagery. Other artists will, an example of a janitor, I believe it was in Baltimore, New York, who for years in his basement kind of kept to himself, basement apartment. He was a janitor, and he had ended up building an altar, they found out after he had died. A beautiful altar, a silver kind of altar with spires and so forth, all made out of gum wrapper foil and cigarette pack foil that he had assembled over the years. Untrained, beautiful, something completely intuitive from within. So when you look at certain artists, and a lot of it is country, a lot of it is celebrating the folk life. Edit point right here.